We are on day 37 of the lockdown that was announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi against the battle against coronavirus. And this battle is not just on the health front, but also on the economic front. To talk about the economic impact of coronavirus, joining us now on ET Now is Union Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari. So thanks for taking your time out and speaking to us at ET Now. I hope you, your family, your entire staff is also keeping well and safe during these times. I know you are all the way in Nagpur, but let me first begin by asking you about the economic impact of the lockdown. I understand it's a tough fight for policy makers also. These are tough times because we don't have any visibility on when this issue, the problem is going to go away. Since it's an unprecedented situation, while yes, we're doing well on the health front, at least so far, on the economic front, it's causing us deep pain. What is the government's assessment of the economic impact of the lockdown that has been announced?
In the whole world is now facing this problem, economic problem. I feel that Indian economy is also facing this problem. And particularly I am in charge for MSME. My small scale industries is also facing a lot of problems. But what my feeling is that this is the time for the industry to accept the challenge and go ahead. Government with all MSME and industry, we are supporting them. Already Reserve Bank, National Bank, then MSME department and Finance Ministry has taken a lot of decision. From last 15 days, constantly I have an interaction with all associations. They put up their all problem with me related with the MSME. I am taking it very seriously, and my ministry has already analyzed all problems and which are the representation given by the different association. On the basis of that, we prepare our viewpoint, and already we have it forwarded to Prime Minister and Finance Minister. I am confident that definitely the challenging situation is there. Government is with all industry and with all stakeholders. But my suggestion is we need integrated approach, because we want to protect the banks, we want to protect the government, and we want to protect the industry, MSME. So definitely we have to protect everybody and we need to go ahead. So this is a very difficult task. So everyone should think about all the stakeholders and the sectors. That is very important. Well, I just tell you the example. In one of my conference, one of the industry member asked me that the Japan government has making provision of 12% of GDP for fighting with Corona. I say, you don't compare Indian economy with Japan economy or USA economy. There is a lot of difference. So my suggestion is, whatever the possible for the government is trying level best. At the last breaking point where government is possible to do it, and definitely we are going to do it. We will protect our industry and laborers. And what my feeling is, as all stakeholders, now we need to think on integrated approach. That will be the appropriate thing in the interest of the society and the country.
Sir, you're saying that it is a time for an integrated approach. We have to think about all stakeholders, whether it is industry or the government. But having said that, the industry has been waiting for some sort of a relief from the government for a very long time. What is taking so long? That's the question that's playing on everybody's mind at this point of time.
Already the package that cost 1,80,000 crore is already declared by the central government. Government is constantly working on it. First of all, you understand that the first preliminary war against Corona, and we need to win this war. And after that, we need to fight with economic war. And whole world is facing this problem. But I am telling you, this is blessing in disguise. ये आपत्ति के साथ इष्टापत्ति भी है. You just go to the statement of Prime Minister of Japan. They are making special provision. Those Japanese industries and investors already invest in China. If they want to come from out of China, the government is giving special package. Now in the whole world, there is a hatred for Chinese and Chinese economy, anything they don't want to purchase from China. So now this is a blessing in disguise. And what my feeling is, the USA, the all Western countries, European countries, all on the same line. So this is the time for India, because China is already in the process of becoming a super economic power. So in a situation now this place, because of this all approach of all the countries, UK, USA, Japan, Germany, France, Italy, then Spain. Now this is the opportunity for India and Indian investor, and particularly the MSME, to make a technical joint venture with the companies who have got the best technology. And at the same time, it is the opportunity for India for foreign investment.
Right.
So now already in my ministry, we have appointed a joint secretary. We are all working on it. And I'm confident that we will definitely benefit from this situation. And industry should take the advantage of it. So it is blessing in disguise. And so I always tell to the people that there are some people who convert problems into opportunities. And there are some people who convert opportunity into the problem.
Right.
So this is the exact time to take the advantage of this opportunity.
So you're saying the time is now to take the best advantage of this opportunity. The world is looking to move away from China. So do you believe that this is the right time to go ahead and take deeper reforms? The big overhang for the Indian economy have always been reforms such as land and labor. Global rating agencies have also talked about it. Do you think the time is ripe to bite the bullet, at least on labor reforms at this point of time?
Already we have taken a lot of decisions. And regarding land, I am telling you a good example, and I need cooperation from you also. We are making 22 green express highway. I am giving an example of Mumbai-Delhi express highway. 62 packages, out of which 30 packages already work is awarded, as long as 100% land acquisition is completed. And this 12-lane concrete road axis control going to decrease the distance between Delhi to Mumbai by 220 kilometers. This highway starts from Sona, near Gurgaon, and it is coming to Savai Madhopur, Alwar, and then coming to Jhabua, Ratlam, and coming to Vadodara. So, and then go to Mumbai. So this highway is from backward and tribal area of Rajasthan, Haryana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Madhya Pradesh. So the cost of the highway is 1 lakh crore, and we already saved 16,000 crore on this project. Now our plan is, NHI is taking the initiative to make the different type of industrial clusters, leather cluster, plastic cluster, construction cluster, food clusters, and where our plan is to make a smart city, smart villages, and connectivity to airport, ports, and railway stations. So this can be, and the land cost is only 15 lakh rupees per acre. So my suggestion for the industry and investors, this can be opportunity. Even the economic corridor, there is opportunity. Now we need to understand decentralization of industry. Everyone want to go to Gurgaon or Noida or Mumbai or Pune or Bangalore. Somewhere we need decentralization of industry is very important, and this is the appropriate opportunity now that the industry can take the advantage of the situation and make the investment in socially, economically, educationally backward area, where the labor cost is very cheap, land cost is very cheap, availability of water, power, transport, and communication. So it can be a golden opportunity for the investor and industry. This is my feeling.
Sir, I understand the point that you're trying to make, that the industry should be using these times as an opportunity. Having said that, industry themselves find themselves in a very precarious position due to the lockdown. We're talking about job cuts. We're talking about industry looking to save its own cost at large scale, people working from home, a large scale migrant movement also, because of which industries cannot really function in a proper manner. A lot of top industry leaders, including the likes of Anand Mahindra, have said that the time is ripe that the government should also focus on a graded plan in terms of exiting the lockdown. What is the thought process within the government on that?
Actually, one side we need to fight against corona. That is very important because it is a fight for survival. And the second thing, we need to fight against this economic war. So what the government has taken a decision is the appropriate approach. So already national highway, all national highways are clear now. 65 to 70% traffic is already on the road. Our ports are open, export and import is open. Even in many area, lot of industries are open. And now my feeling is day by day, every time with maintaining the discipline of guidelines given by the government for corona, particularly mask is mandatory, maintaining the distance between 1 meter minimum distance between the two persons, and the third thing, every time in the office or industry, anywhere in the house, that you should use the sanitizer. And these three important things are very important. And at the same time, government already suggesting to use the bus where only 25 people will be gone, because Maharashtra is already started to maintain a social distance. And food and shelter, it is also a responsibility of the all stakeholders, particularly the industry, and they should not be create a new thing which is going to support for spreading of corona. So that is important, that preventive measure we should take for it. And on the basis of that, government has already opened different business, industries, trade, business, and we are very fast by maintaining all these guidelines and the principle given by the state and central government. We need to start trade and business. We are on the same line. 50-60% we are succeeded, and we will go ahead now.
So even if we start factories and businesses at this point of time, the point that I was trying to make is that even if one leg of the supply chain is disrupted, even if one factory is blocked or happens to be in a red or an orange zone, the entire value chain seems to be impacted. So how will the government ensure that the economic activity resumes at this point of time when we are seeing a large part of India's districts fall in the red or the orange categories?
Even the red criteria, we taking preventive measures. In the industrial area, we are also starting industry. I am giving you example of Nagpur. We have 6 assembly constituency, and we have only problem in 2 assembly constituency. Even that is not the problem of 2 assembly constituency, that is to be problem of 2 wards. So we are already, there is a strict measures we are taking in that 2 ward in that area, and step by step the other area we want to make it streamlined. So at the same time, by taking preventive measures and the guidelines given by the government, state and central, on the basis of that, even in the red area, we can start industry, trade and business by implementing the guiding principles and preventive precautions which already government is issue. On the basis of that, we can start it. And already we have opened lot of things successfully. Now the fruit, vegetable, grocery markets are open. Then day by day, our industry has also open. So traffic on the road is open. Now there are some important things like airports, railways, where we need to start, but this is not the time. Government is now definitely, Prime Minister is going to declare the new policy after the lockdown is completed. I feel that we will find out the way out, and we have to go to use the both things. I feel that this is not a contradiction, but this is supporting to each other. That one side we have to maintain the preventive measures as per the guidelines of government is concerned regarding corona. At the same time, other side, we need to start our trade, business, industry, and our institution, our offices, and to make the life regularized.
So can we expect, sir, that after the 4th of May, that's when the lockdown, the second leg of this lockdown will get over? Can we have some sort of a visibility on whether trains and the aviation sector can get back to normal?
Actually, the Prime Minister has already discussed all this issue with the State Chief Minister, and also we have all given our feedback to the PMO. So now it is to be Prime Minister, by considering all these suggestions, ultimately he will decide exactly what will be the decision. But I don't know. But our strategy is to taking the preventive measures for corona. At the same time, we need to start the wheel of economy as early as possible. This is the between the line, the approach of the government is there. So
we have to kickstart the wheels of the economy even as we maintain physical distancing as well. Sir, I just want to understand from you, a lot of people and economists say during this time the way that the government should move in terms of giving the much needed support to the economy and to ensure that the economy recovers should be a spend approach. You said that we have to take into view the kind of condition that all stakeholders are in. Does it also go on to show that India will be under extreme fiscal pressure in the days to come? And how will you look to balance the fiscal needs, the spending needs on one end to the fiscal deficit that the government will have to maintain so that the global rating agencies don't downgrade us?
Actually, what you are talking, these are the serious problems. And because of the corona crisis, all the world is facing all these crises. This is not only for India, it is also for USA, also the same problem they are facing. My confidence is now, what my feeling is, this is the natural calamities. You don't have any option. You have to face the things. So now, but there is a positive attitude and approach which is very important we need from all the stakeholders, that we can fight with this war and we will win. We can make India a super economic power, and the dream of our Prime Minister to make India of 5 trillion economy and 100 lakh crore of infrastructure. So still there are challenges, there are problems, there are opportunities, and it is the test of the leadership. I'm not talking about a political leadership, but it is a test of industrial leadership. It is the test of the entrepreneurs. It is the test of every stakeholder, starting from media, who are supporting this positive attitude of, again, restart of this economy. Everywhere we need support from everybody. The strong political will, vision for development, appropriate technology, new innovation, and always I am using one word, that innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill, and experiences. We broadly name it as a knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the mission. Sometime I was arguing for conversion of waste into wealth. That is very important, but at the same time, conversion of knowledge into wealth, and by which we need to increase our export, we need to reduce our export, to create more foreign investment, and at the same time new technology, we need to increase our export to create more employment potential. We need to make the distribution and decentralization of our wealth to backward and tribal area, and to make Indian economy strong. So this is really a difficult task. I am not talking it that it is a easy task, but I remember in my ministry when I started Ganga, regeneration of Ganga, no one was ready to believe me, but we succeed. That clean Ganga mission we have now, you can see the picture. Then we start the waterways in Ganga. No one was telling what you are taking, it will never happen. Now waterways have started. When I am talking about the express highways and all these things, people was laughing, but we completed the dreams and we make now 30 kilometers of roads, and now we are making green express highway. Delhi Meerut is the example. In Delhi you are seeing the way in which the road is constructed. So I feel that with the strong political will and with the definitely appropriate decisions and the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji, we are definitely going to win this war. I am positive and confident, and my only request to media people that you should create positive atmosphere and confidence between the mind of the all stakeholders to achieve this goal. That is very important. By all the way cooperation of all stakeholders, we will achieve this goal. This is my confidence, and we are running on this path with the strong political will, and that strong political will is the most important thing for the country.
Right. So allow me to come in on that. And while yes, a strong political will go a long way, the industry at this point of time is facing a very, a very unprecedented kind of a challenge, very unprecedented disruption. In our lifetimes, we hadn't expected that we will see a situation like this. Last year, we went ahead with a corporate tax cut for India. The hope was that this will lead to a lot of investments in the upcoming years. But now, given the unprecedented challenges that the industry is in, will we see from the government's end any sort of in terms of a relief, any sort of tax benefits also coming in? You are heading the MSME ministry. They employ over 11 crore people. So in terms of the relief measures, which direction the government seems to be moving in?
My only suggestion to you that please wait and watch. Already we have submitted already all recommendations to Finance Ministry and Prime Minister. They are the appropriate authority, and due course of time definitely we will get good results. But at the same time, government has already declared the package of more than 1,80,000
So will it
crore.
be?
So yes,
Right.
yes, you can talk.
Will it be only, sir, for the MSMEs, or can we expect any kind of a reform or relief for other sectors like hospitality, tourism as well? They also seem to be impacted quite a bit. I do understand that there's no consensus so far on the issue of wage support, but how is the government looking at least ensuring that some parts, or maybe the fixed cost, or some sort of a tax relief, tax holiday can be given?
I'm not a finance minister. The government is only seriously working in all these proposals, and definitely government is going to declare a good package. I'm expecting positive. So wait and watch. Definitely our Prime Minister, our Finance Minister is definitely going to take the good decisions. But it is the right of Finance Minister and the Prime Minister to declare appropriate packages. I'm also waiting for that.
We're all waiting for that package, but before I let you go, and this is going to be my last question, I just want to understand from you that as a policy maker during times like these, what goes on in the policy maker's mind? You have to balance the expectations of people on one hand vis-a-vis the expectations of and the realities of the economy as well. So how do you really do the balancing act, sir?
Actually, you understand my limitation. You are directly or indirectly asking me about the decisions which government is going to take for the future. I'm only giving you the confidence that we are positive. We understand the problem. We are all stakeholders. We have to protect everybody, and we want to go ahead. On the basis of that, as early as possible, government will declare the package and will take the appropriate decisions, and with the help of all stakeholders we will march towards the aim of to become India a super economic power, 5 trillion economy, and also the 100 lakh crores of infrastructure. I am positive, I am confident, and already when in my whole life when I decide something, my up till now experience is that we are always succeed in it. So let us think positive. We are positive. We will be succeed. हम होंगे कामयाब. हम होंगे कामयाब is my confidence and my feeling, and I am confident that yes. So हम होंगे कामयाब यही मैं कहूँगा. बाकी तो प्रधानमंत्री और वित्त
That's a positive note. That's a positive note, sir, that you're leaving us with. That's a positive note that you're leaving us with. But before I let you go, and this is going to be my absolute last question, the government has allowed migrant movement as well, even as we are finally going to hear from the Home Ministry on how the movement of the migrants will be allowed. How are you asking the states to be prepared at this point of time to receive the big influx of people into the respective cities as well as villages?
Already the Home Minister issued the guidelines, and at the state government, or particularly Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, they are prepared now. They are ready. Some of the people who are new people coming to the state, they need for quarantine also them. And at the same time, they are taking all preventive measures. I feel that it's a very sensitive issue, but the cooperation of the state governments and the guidelines of Home Minister, we will resolve this issue, and this migration people will come back to their home. I feel that it can be smoothly and cautiously will be completed.
All right, sir. On that note, always a pleasure chatting with you and getting in your perspective. Many thanks for taking your time out and speaking to us at TT Now.
Thank you. Namaskar.